Ciao, dear hearts. Hey, it's Filming Friday, and we're back in the studio again today. It's so nice for you to see me. And if you are brand new to our channel, I just want to thank you in advance for all your thumbs up, your likes, your shares, your comments. We love hearing from you, and I try to answer every single one. My name is Caterina, and I am a mixed media artist represented by a gallery in Fort Collins, Colorado. And if you're interested in seeing my work, you can go online to my site. Don will put that up on the screen for you, and you can click on the tab that says 142 Bis, and you can view everything that's for sale in the gallery. You can also call and make an appointment and get a FaceTime visit, a tour of the gallery. So thank you so much. Today I'm so excited because I was really inspired by those awesome journals that they have at Restoration Hardware, and I thought it would be fun to make minis. So that's what we're going to do today. So let's get started. Okay, so I have loved their journals, and they have all different kinds, but I found this photo and decided to print it out. So I had an inspiration to create these, and so I could look back and decide, you know, what to do. And so I just love the white. I know it might look like it's gray, but they're actually white journals, and they have the little brown nameplates on the spines, and with the twine. I just thought it was, okay, I'm gonna say it, yummy. It's yummy, yummy, yummy. So I decided to make my own, and aren't they adorable? And we're gonna make one today. It's super, super easy, really fun to make. And I just love them. So I'm gonna have 3 now after we make one today, and I'm so delighted about that. And as you can see in this one, I've already started putting some stitched pieces in here, and I just had a lot of fun making up little stitch pieces and then poking them in this book. And it's going to be, I think it's going to be my my little stitch collection, you know, my little sampler book, so that when I want one, I can just pull it out of here. I could just rip the stitches from the back and then put it into an art piece. So I'm just delighted with that. And I made this little stitched piece, and I think I'm going to put it on the front because, of course, these don't really say anything. You can't really read it. It's so tiny and in another language, obviously. So I'm thinking I'm going to put this on the front. That'll tell me what's in it. And then if I want to use water media on this one, I can put a little piece of water media. And so each one would actually say what they are on the cover of the book without any words, which I absolutely love. So let's make one right now. Okay, I just want to go over the materials really quickly. It's super simple. We're using Khadi papers, that's Khadi, and we have a link for all the supplies that we're using on our page, so you can just go to the links and you can just click on Khadi. Now it's going to come in this size. You can just go to my link and click on this one and then look for them larger if you want. I mean, they come in all different sizes. So so Khadi paper, you're going to need gel regular matte medium and some kind of gesso. I'm using Liquitex. I like their gesso a lot. And of course, you know, you're going to need clamps for bookmaking and brushes and water and all of that kind of stuff. And of course, I'm going to use my gloves. Okay, the whole book is made from Khadi paper, and don't you just love the pages? I do. I think they're just yummy. Uh-oh, I said it twice. Anyway, so it's completely made of Khadi paper, and it's super simple. Did I say that already? And so I'm going to show you how to make the pages. Now, these are just little tiny things. They're like 2 by 3-ish. And you know how I love giving those on certain measurements. And basically what I did was just used a template once I created one, and I just roughly sketched it. Okay, now you're not going to use a bone folder. You are going to fold it, but what we're going to do is there's this technique that I decided would be great to share with you. We are going to wet the paper, and then we're going to fold it on the pencil line, just like that. And because it has such a nice rag content, it's going to tear so lovely. And so we're going to come back. Now we can see the fold. We can put paper, or we can put water, I'm sorry, water on the fold here. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Do it again. You want it to be kind of wet. But you want this wonderful, you know, ruffly deckled edge. And you can wait a little bit longer until it really soaks in so that you can get it. Okay, and then you want to pull away from you, not toward you. But if you don't mind that and you get some rips, then that would be fine too. It's your book, so you get to do what you want, right? Okay, so we got one side down and then this side. Now I made 25 of these. Okay, and then just kind of use your fingers, just kind of push back on the paper. Now this page has a straight edge, but that doesn't really matter. You can just keep making more and more pages, right? So that's how I did it. Pretty simple, pretty easy. You get these great ruffled edges. Okay, so once you have all of the pages cut, and like I said, I used 25. And what I want to tell you about that is that you don't want too many, especially if you're going to be filling your books with mixed media or doing some fun things with them. Because, okay, so this one has nothing in it. All right, and see this one, how fat it's already gotten? And I just have a few pieces of sewing bits in here. So what you want to do is have less pages and more fun, right? That's the plan. So, but I know that this is just going to be pretty thin pieces of fabric, so that's not going to be a problem. And this one is, you know, if you know that you're going to use one for water media, then 25 pages is probably fine. So you can cut down on the pages if you like, is what I'm saying, if you're going to do a lot of, you know, work to it. Now the cover is about 5 inches by 3.5 inches, roughly, whatever you want, you know. And because it's cotty paper, you know, some of them are smaller and bigger. You know, they don't quite match up. You don't want it to, because you want to get that great antique look of handmade, right? So we're going to do the same technique that we used with the pages. We're going to wet the paper back and front. We're going to fold it, and we're going to get a nice edge, and we're trying to get that same edge that's on the paper to begin with, which is just gorgeous. Love that. So now we're going to fold it. And fold it again. And then we'll have the fold. And we'll be able to go back and wet the back side. That sounds kind of funny, doesn't it? Wet the back side. Anyway, so, all right, that. Put more water here. And I don't know if you can see it, but the paper, the rag is already starting to come up a little bit, which is really good. Because that's what you want. You want the fibers to release, and that's what they do when you put water on it. And that's why if you overwork your water media on it, then you're going to get a mushy page, and you don't want mushy pages. That's just not good, right? No, it's not good. Okay. Now since I've got my page all wet, I'm going to have to put a piece of paper on there. So, okay. So now I marked where I want my spine to go, and that's roughly 1 inch. Now you can make your spine any size you want to, but we are going to fold it there so that we already have our spine worked into our cover. So we're just going to fold and fold. And there we go. Okay. Now, don't have to do anything else with that, but we are going to reinforce the cover, and we're going to do that with white gesso. Just going to cover both sides, front and back, with white gesso. Now, you could add a little paint to it and make it any color you want, but I suggest using the gesso because it's going to give you the stiffness that you're looking for a cover. So I'm just going to finish this up and we'll come right back. Okay, so while we're waiting for the cover to dry, I have all my pages together, and we're going to glue them in a block like we've done on some other videos. And you want them to be as close together as possible. So we are going to clip them up, and then we're going to glue them generously. Stay. I love my clip. It's just awesome. Okay, and if there are any that are kind of down too far, you're going to want to move those up a little bit. Okay, I think I've got it pretty well together now. Okay, and so now we're just going to glue these, and then we're going to let that dry. So I'm using my gel matte medium generously, I might add, and getting it down into the nooks and crannies. And then we'll let this dry. And then we'll come back to our book. Okay, cover is dry. And the block is getting close to being dry. And we're going to glue it into our little book. And I'm going to use more gel medium on it to get a good connection with the gel medium that we're going to put on our spine. And I'm going to be super generous. Okay, it might be easier to use a palette knife. I think I did that before, but this is fine. And then you're going to glue them together, just like this. You want to see where they're going to be. Make sure that you've got about the right amount on both sides, and then push it down. Push the block into the spine and pull up on the cover so that you're getting a really good connection, so that all the glue is connecting. Super important. Okay, and then we're going to clamp it again. Now, if you don't have this kind of clamp, you can just use clothespins or something like that. These guys would work. You know, whatever you have. You could even use rubber bands to hold it into place. It doesn't really matter, just as long as you're securing it and you've got a really good connection with the back. Okay, so it is almost dry, and stands up nicely. Looks so good. And so to create the spine, the little title on the spine, which I just love, I just found some tiny writing and old book page, and just cut a small piece. And I'm not even going to worry about them being the exact same size, because that would be silly, right? And boring, very boring. So we're going to just put that on there. I'm going to get rid of this little piece here. So I'm just going to put a little dab on. Poke this guy on there. I think I do want them to be about the same height though, so that they're all sort of unison, but that looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Okay, so we're going to leave that on there, just like that. You can use any kind of a book page. You could use the margin in an old book, whatever, you know, you have. And any kind of tiny, tiny writing. It doesn't really matter because this isn't going to tell the story of the book anyway. Whatever you put on the cover, remember, is going to tell your story. But if you wanted to do that, you could. So we're just going to rip it. And then poke it on there. Well, it needs to be a little bit better than that. Okay. I'm thinking that looks pretty good. Yep. All right. So, tiny dab. Put it down. Okay. I have to move it so I can see it. There we go. All right. And we're going to cover it because you always cover it so that it's sealed. And it's not going to lift. Woohoo, another one. Well, we're at chow for now. I'm trying to get all the cornstarch off my hands when I put that on my gloves so they wouldn't stick. And I love them. I think you're gonna love them too. It's really fun. And I can't believe we're at chow for now because the time always goes by so fast when I'm with you guys. And make some, see what you think. We just, you know, I love them. And we're going to be taking a little break. We're going to take 2 weeks off. We missed our vacation, so we've been working since, well, after the new year. So we came back and we've been making videos all the way through. So we're going to take 2 weeks off. And so actually I think we'll see you like 3 weeks or something. Yeah, and I can't wait to see you then. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Or what we're gonna do, what we're gonna film, but I have lots of things in the works, some new videos for you, some new mono printing, some string journals, and we're also going to be doing some natural dyes. I think I figured out a way to keep it more color fast and light fast. So I can't wait, and I'll see you then. I hope you're all healthy and take good care of yourselves, and I send you love.